All right. Take a moment to get comfortable. Find a comfortable seat. I almost said crisscross applesauce because I've been saying that a lot this week, but you just put one leg in front of the other. And let your sit bones sink into the mat. Notice where you're making connection with your mat, with the ground. And then begin to lift up a little bit taller through the spine. And with that lengthening, we feel the sternum start to lift up towards the sky. And the chin dip a little bit to feel that lengthening through the back of the neck. We'll start with some shoulder rolls, bringing the shoulders first forward, then all the way up to the ears. Really squeeze them up to the ears, and then let them go down the back, gliding down back. Inhale, draw them forward. Really reach them forward, then up, 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 squeeze them up, and then let them glide back down. And then we'll reverse the circles, taking them back. Really press the shoulders back, pull the shoulder blades towards each other, and then lift them up to the ears. And then back forward, getting into a full shoulder rotation, really feeling the rounding through the shoulders. We'll draw them back and up and back forward. And then just let them rest easy. And notice how it feels. Fall, maybe wiggle and jiggle them out a little bit. And then lift the shoulders up to the ears. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale a ha outside the mouth, out with the mouth, and then press the shoulders down. So like this. Just really forcefully just let everything go. Take a deep breath in, lift the shoulders. Let it go. Good. We'll do a few more like that with your breath. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale, press them down. A few more times. Maybe even speeding it up if that feels good. Good. And then let that go and then shake it all out. And now we're going to take the right hand, just some little energetics here. And we're just going to take the hand into a fist and take the left hand into a fist, but we'll keep it down. And then we'll take the right hand and draw an arc like across the body from the left to the right, like this. And then the left one will reach across the body. Inhale and then exhale, let it go. We'll keep doing that a few times. Inhale, reach up, exhale, let it go back. And we're going to add a little mantra here. So feel free to just whisper if you feel silly, but we're going to say, get off my back. Yeah, a couple more times to yourself or out loud. Out loud's even better. Ready? Get off my back. Good. You can let it go a few more times. It's feeling really good this morning. Let something go. And then as you're ready, come back to center. Shake anything else off that needs to be shaken, and then we'll gently come back. Take a few breaths. Notice how you feel. Maybe you're feeling a little bit lighter, a little bit looser, loosening up the shoulders. You can even exhale audibly and let something go. And then we'll do some neck rolls too. Take the right ear over to the right shoulder, dip the chin down a little, and then back to the right shoulder, and then up, around. We'll just roll into the right side a few times, making little half circles on the right side. working into any place that needs a little working. And let this be like a light massage for the neck. And then we'll take it back through center and then over to the left. And then make some half circles into the left side. Allowing the top of the shoulders to really release and relax and press down. If they start to lift a little bit, the shoulders might lift slightly, almost as if to guard or protect your neck. And let the shoulders just relax and gently move into the neck circles. Good. And then bring the neck back up to center. And then we'll take a breath. And then on your next exhale, twist over towards the right. We'll take the left knee to the right, or the left hand to the right knee, and press the right hand down into the ground. Use that energy pressing down into the ground to help lift your spine a little bit taller and lift the crown of the head. Ears still lined up with the spine. So we're not jutting the head forward in order to twist, just keeping it really lined up very straight. With every inhale, feel your spine lengthening a little bit taller, using that right hand to press down and maybe get a little bit more lift, even as you twist. And then exhale, come back to center. Take a breath in. And then exhale, twist to the left. Again, every inhale, use that opportunity to lift you a little bit taller, like you have a silvery cord reaching from the tailbone through your center channel all the way up through the crown of your head. And with every exhale, let the shoulders drop down again, even as we stay in our twist. Now feeling the twist coming from the rib cage. And the hips might move a little bit with you, that's okay too. But driving it from the ribs. Exhale, come back to center. And then maybe take a moment here to shake the shoulders out, moving them a little bit front and back. Let's observe what feels like what needs to move and what wants to be still. Maybe stillness feels good. Listening, tuning in, and shifting to all fours. I'll come to a tabletop position just as a little transition, and then walk the hands back to the knees and lift up into our little half mountain. We'll press the hips forward so that they're lined up over the knees, getting a little stretch through the front of the thighs and into the hip flexors, and then reaching up really tall with the head. Inhale, lift up through the arms and reach up, look up. Exhale, twist open towards the right, bringing the hands down halfway. Inhale, lift up and reach up back to center. Exhale, twist to the left, hands down halfway, shoulders drop. Inhale, lift up, reach up. And exhale, press the air away with the hands. Bringing the hands back down to your side. And then we'll shift the hips down to the heels, into our hero pose. If this is terribly uncomfortable for the knees, take a little something, if you have a little padding, even a block or a pillow or a blanket, and you can stack it up under your hips here to more comfortably rest in this position. We'll take a few breaths here. Drawing the tailbone down again. So if you can feel that energetically, the low back begins to lengthen down towards the ground. The abs begin to lift up. Navel pulling up and in. And take a few breaths here. Letting the shoulders drop down, collarbones widen and soften. And walk the hands back forward. Come back to all fours, shoulders over wrists. We'll shift the knees up under the hips. And begin to get into our spinal flexion. As we inhale, allow the navel to reach down towards the knees. We keep the belly engaged here, so we're not just letting it go and flop down. It's still engaged, but tilting through the pelvis, drawing the shoulder blades together as we look forward. We'll stay here for a breath. We'll go really slowly through this one here. As we exhale then, we'll start to tuck through the pelvis first, rounding the low back, and then beginning to round through the upper back, the mid back, and then dropping the chin and tucking it into the chest and pressing the hands and knees away from each other. Energetically pressing them away like you're trying to pull the mat apart with your knees and your hands. And then again, originating from the pelvis, we'll start to tilt the pelvis first as we draw the navel down towards the knees, and then arch through the back, pulling the shoulder blades together. And now we draw the hands and knees like we're trying to pull them together without moving them, but like we're energetically pulling them towards each other. And then rest back at center, flat back, widening through the shoulder blades, and feeling the neck as an extension of the spine. So you can feel the chin tucking slightly, like you could place a teacup on the back of your neck. Inhale, lift up through the right arm, reach up, twist open towards the right. And then we'll thread the needle, taking it under the left wrist, coming all the way down to the right ear. Inhale, lift up again, twist open towards the right. And exhale, threading the needle under the left wrist. One more time, inhale, lift up and reach up towards the right. And exhale, thread the needle under the left wrist. And let the head rest here, right ear down to the mat. And slide the left hand forward for a little bit more support for the neck. So the neck is supported and not too much weight pressing down into it. The shoulder blades begin to widen. Up to all fours. Shifting the hands back. Wrists under the shoulders. And notice if there's some tension in the shoulders. Go ahead and roll them from where you're at. So like sinking the shoulders down, around, and up. And notice how that feels. When we let the shoulders really drop and then press into the hands, feel the shoulder blades widening. Inhale, lift up through the left hand, reach up towards the left. And exhale, dive it down under the right wrist, threading the needle on this side. Inhale, press up, reach open to the left. Exhale, diving down under. One more time, we inhale, lift up, reach towards the left. And exhale, take it down under the right. resting on the left ear and then sliding that right hand out a little bit more for support for the head as we open up through the shoulders. Take another breath on this side. And inhale, press back up, back to all fours. And then we'll slide the knees away from the hands a little bit more. Lift up through the feet, coming into like a modified plank. Hugging up through the navel so we can really feel the belly lifting up and in. And we'll do some little scapular push-ups. So here, like we did with the shoulder rolls, but we're gonna let the shoulders sink down, let the chest fall down towards the ground. And feel what that feels like. And then press up through the hands, widening through the shoulder blades. Good. So then drop the chest down, sinking it down towards the ground, and then press it back up, feeling the shoulder blades widen. Good. And one more time, let them drop, and then press them back up. And then sink back into child's pose for a moment, reaching the arms out long in front of you, and lifting up onto the fingertips. And here's a place where you can also rest a block up under your hips if this is uncomfortable. Take the knees out wide. Take a breath. Relaxing through the shoulders. And take the hands all the way down. Take the elbows down. And feel the shoulders really release.